Today I am going to talk about the transit of Saturn with regard to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is bound to undergo a lot of turmoil and difficulty in the coming 2.5 years. They are bound to have a lot of problem with the current scenario across, and they are bound to have a lot of difficulty with regard to the economics across. Now the question is, now people will ask the following question: whether Ranil Wickremesinghe will continue, whether the economic crisis in Sri Lanka will come down, and whether the normalcy will appear across. Now Saturn is transiting a better house for the 7th house. Now Ranil Wickremesinghe, whenever he presided over Sri Lanka, there has been a lot of problem across. So Ranil Wickremesinghe will, according to his horoscope, will come in the bad time of Sri Lanka. So until Ranil Wickremesinghe is there, it is not going to be a fully recoverable cycle in Sri Lanka. So people ask why Ranil Wickremesinghe has such a horoscope. Ranil Wickremesinghe's 10th Lord from Saturn, according to the Bhrigu Nandinadi, is afflicted across. So he has a problem in coming in the good time of a country. Whenever the country has a bad time, whenever the country has a difficult time, then only he would be able to come. His Raja Yogas are connected with Rahu Ketu. That is the main reason why he has problems across. So he will get connected with the bad time of a country. He got connected, he became the president, he became the premier in the bad time of the country across. So that is the first problem. The second problem is the 12-year cycle is over. The 12-year cycle of killing Prabhakaran, killing a lot of Tamilians have got caught. The karma has caught the Sri Lankan people. So Sri Lankan people have to do prayachita for the war. People will say, we did the right thing. All that justification, killing, raping, looting, all that thing has led to a lot of bad karma, and lot of souls have not gone into the other side of the astral. Therefore there is bound to be a lot of mental and emotional turmoil in Sri Lanka. It is karma vipak. It is the return of karma time. Now many people think that the karma does not affect them. The law of karma is very, very powerful. What you do come back to you across. That is the main law of karma. Now people killed Prabhakaran, people killed a lot of LTT people, and then they went on to kill a lot of Tamilians, which is close to 2.5 lakhs around of people have got killed across. So such a problem, the karma vipak time is happening across. So without prayachita, without tarpana has to be done for all the souls. The food and water has to be kept for all the soul. The souls have died without understanding. Souls have got killed. People bodies have got killed. So many of them wouldn't have gone to the Netheril or the Ethereal world across. They would still be traveling in the Ethereal and Netheril world, and they would be cursing the Sri Lanka Bhumi across. So that is the main problem with regard to the Sri Lankan people. So Sri Lanka in the next 2.5 years will see through bouts of turmoil. There will be a lot of pressing needs of the people will be there. The lower part of the people, the poor people, the middle class and the lower middle class of people will get afflicted. They might not have food and water, they might be forced to compromise to eat one time a day. Like that, all that situation will be there. There will also be a kind of a drought or excessive cyclone will be there. There will be weather extremities in Sri Lanka which will create an economic crisis will be there. The Sri Lankan government will be able to get some kind of a loan from IMF, loan from the neighbors, loan from the other people across, and they would be able to make some progress. But the progress will not be enough, because this is a very, very crucial transit, and this transit without the prior chitta, the effort of Sri Lankan government, the mind of the Sri Lankan government will not be easily tuned into the solution. The politician will blame the past regime. People will be very angry with the regime. Like that, there will be a lot of turmoil which will be there. So this is also another failed state. They will not be able to repay their loans, debts and commitment across. And their exports of tea and the tourism will begin to improve slowly, but it will not be that full-fledged impact will be there. And there will be possibility of coronavirus or some kind of a mass death which can happen again in Sri Lanka across. So this is a very, very difficult time for Sri Lanka. The Saturn transit in Kumbh Rashi, Kumbh thing is going to give a lot of problem for the Sri Lankan people. So if you are a Sri Lankan, if you are a person who is connected with Sri Lanka, please share this video. There are not many astrologers who can comment about different countries, who can make prediction or prior chitta for different countries across. So this is the problem with the Sri Lanka. The Sri Lanka government has to do a lot of Mahalakshmi Puja, which will help them to bring the golden vortex of energy, which will give creative solutions across as a person. One of the most important devata is Mahalakshmi, Mahavishnu. They should not worship Bhairava and Bhadrakali. Now many people in Sri Lanka worship Bhairava and Bhadrakali, so the devata gets invoked, the black vortex opens up, and there is a lot of Bali which happens across. So the Bali cycle is also another problem with the Sri Lankan people. They have to stop giving Bali of goat or chicken to Bhairava, which can create a lot of opening of the black vortex across. So this is the problem. The devata is wrong. The prior chitta has to be done. It is a wrong kind of transit across. So people in Sri Lanka needs to do the Mahalakshmi Homa Puja, which will help them to increase their prosperity, increase their stability across. For the political stability, Sri Lanka is Simha Lagna with the Jupiter and Rahu meeting in the 8th house. It's bound to create a lot of turmoil for the Sri Lanka across. There will be restlessness, there will be mass eruptions of people who are protesting against the government, and there will be a lack of clarity and direction in the leadership. Now this can be avoided by doing the re-inauguration of the presidential palace, which holds a lot of negative karma. When they reload the presidential palace across with the ritual, they will be able to come out of the problem across. It is like reloading the entire place, or the place has to be shifted. The Rajapakshes have ruled in that particular place. Their bad karma will continue to affect across. So that is the main problem with the Sri Lankan government, and therefore they have to do a change of place which needs to be done across. So this is the political prediction along with the remedies. Now many people ask me whether remedies can be done for the country. Yes, remedies can be done for the country. It can have a positive impact. For example, we did a Homa, Chatursamara Homa for Anwar, which helped him to ascend into the presidency of Malaysia. So many politicians do believe and give a lot of puja homam to the priest across. That can be very, very helpful across. So therefore, if you are in Sri Lanka, share this video, share with Ranil Vikramasinghe so that he listens. One is Mahalakshmi Homa Puja, next is the re-inauguration of the presidential palace and taking oath in the good time, which will help them to overcome a lot of difficulty across. I pray God, may Sri Lanka come out of all the troubles across. Thank you.